Well, hi Sagittarius. Welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your July reading. Wow. Well, I've shuffled these cards really good, but I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Sagittarius, let's find out what you can expect. Ooh. Good things are coming your way. With that Wheel of Fortune sitting right there. Ooh, the King and Queen of Swords. All right, Sagittarius. The overall energy of your reading is the King of Swords. Male or female, air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But the energy, male or female, that surrounds this entire reading is having your guard up, being in self-protection mode, and looking for truth and looking for clarity on your ventures here coming up. So that's around your entire reading. The next highest energy card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. These two are the most prominent energies in your whole reading. Well, you are moving forward. The universe is here, and they're pulling you, pushing you, whispering in your ear for your better. They're trying to move you forward. That is a wonderful card to have in your highest energy. So you're moving forward with your guard up, looking for truth, looking for clarity. It feels like a path that you're making. It's like you're clearing out all the things that don't serve you and going down the path that best serves you. And that's why your sword is up. Next to the Wheel of Fortune is the Eight of Swords. So you're moving past this energy of feeling stuck. You haven't been moving forward. Because look, you've been bound. Well, you haven't really been bound, but you've been feeling bound. This is a card of illusion. All these swords back here are swords of truth and clarity, but you're unable to see them because you're blindfolded. You're unable to get out of this energy because you're bound. But you think you're unable, but you are able. Your feet aren't bound. Your mouth isn't bound. You can ask for help and you can walk out. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Because the wheel is going to guide you. The wheel is moving right towards this Ten of Pentacles, one of the best cards in the deck. This is a stable and grounded and secure relationship with someone. This is extended family, there's pets, there's a child. This card can signify marriage, but it is definitely stability and security in a relationship. The 10. Can't get more pentacles than that. So, you're moving out of this energy of feeling stuck, not knowing, which way to go, what to do, what the truth of the matter is, and just all that kind of stuff. You're moving out of that energy. Now your eyes are wide open with the King of Swords, and you're taking one of those swords and you're holding it up right in front of you, and you are moving forward, and it is with the help of the universe. Under the Wheel of Fortune is the Page of Swords. So there's another sword. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords. The only one missing is the Knight of Swords. So I wonder if the Knight of Swords will show up in the second half. But the Page of Swords, being on guard, just like I said. So you're not swinging the sword. You're just in self-protection mode. And we already know that by looking at the King of Swords. So the wheel is trying to move you forward. I actually feel like since the Eight of Swords is next to the Wheel of Fortune and you're going to be moving past that this energy here has been blocking you from moving forward, that you've been so on guard that you haven't been seeing the path that's been right in front of you. So I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is going to bring you out of that energy, and you will make it to the Ten of Pentacles. On the other side, the King of Swords is the Queen of Swords. Wow. It's like, Aries. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading, right under that Ten of Pentacles. Male or female. This is actually asking for and speaking your truth. So, you know, you're not going to just, you know, your mouth wasn't bound here. You are actually going to speak up. You're going to be straightforward. You're going to ask for their truth, and you're going to speak your truth with whoever is in this card, the Ten of Pentacles. But in doing so, you're finding your way forward. I have the Five of Cups right under the Page of Swords. This is disappointment in love. This is the reason you got your sword up here. It's like you're like, I don't know about this. I don't want to get back into all this disappointment and discouragement and, you know, just head hanging low, feeling like your cups have been kicked over. Well, this is a card of hope. There's two full cups right behind that figure. So that's what you're doing. You're turning around. You're seeing the hope. You found your path forward here with the help of the universe. You can't ignore the universe. You can slow it down. You might delay it, but the universe is going to have its way. Okay? Very powerful card. Now, on the other side, on the back side of this Five of Cups, those two full cups, there's the Chariot. The card for Cancer. So Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading. But Sagittarius, this is about moving forward. One good whip of those reins, and you are off to the races. And I mean it. And this is on the back side. So this means you're going to be turning around. You're going to be seeing the hope. You're going to have a clear vision of the path that you want to seek forward, and you're going to take it. You're going to take it. It's going to, this is right under the Queen of Swords. Seeking all this truth and this clarity. This Chariot will run right over that card. Okay? The Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. It's like discouragement. It's about being abandoned type feeling, left alone. It's that same energy of looking at those spilled cups. You're going to be moving past that. I really want to take out the second half of this reading for you, Sagittarius. So, you're picking up the pieces, and you are moving forward, and it's very powerful. It's because you got the King and Queen of Swords. You may have a twin flame coming in, or at least a divine or special soulmate. And if you do, your relationship will be based on truth and clarity. And conversation, communication will be the key. Let's see what else comes up. King of Wands. There you are, Sagittarius. Wow. And the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. A lot of communication, like I said before, right next to that Queen of Swords. Getting that truth out and seeking that truth. There's a soulmate card. Wow. Okay. The King of Wands. It's up here in your highest energy. This is fire. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But being up here in your reading, this is you. And you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Huh. I think you already know this person. Huh. I think you already know who I'm talking about here. And I think the wheel is pulling you guys together. And I think you're going to move forward. You're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, male or female. This is you, Sagittarius, and you're looking right at that Ten of Pentacles. All the cards are male or female, okay? On the back side of the King of Wands is the Nine of Cups. It's like a wish come true. Look at all those cups of love. These are cups of love you've been sitting on. You know, just kind of guarding for the right time. Whoa. You're going to be able to hand out those cups of love. Next to the Nine of Cups is the Ace of Wands. This is saying really pay attention to the King of Wands, to the staff here. It's a staff of fresh starts, new beginnings. And this is blooming. It's going to be handed to you. The universe is really working hard. And I think whoever it is probably has air in their chart someplace, or you do. Under the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands. All that communication, back and forth, back and forth. This is phone calls, texting, you know, it can be video chat, through the airways. So there's going to be a lot of communication. Like I said, this relationship is based on communication. That is the key. And the universe, I think, is bringing you together that way. So next to the Eight of Wands, all that communication that has to do with moving forward here and having a fresh start is the Nine of Wands. So you're going to be talking about this. I feel like it was you. I feel like you had reached your wit's end somehow in this relationship. It could have been them, but I think it was you. But you never did let go of that staff. You were always hanging on to it. As beat up and run down and worn out as you were feeling, you still hung on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And it is under that Nine of Cups. So here you are, just hanging on to it, hanging on to your love. And then the universe is at work. And then you start communicating, and communicating. It has something to do with the Pentacle. Because we had the Page of Pentacles under the Ace of Wands and next to the Nine of Wands, where you're just feeling totally worn out. I think you've been seeking, and you want to, it's the Pentacles, that's up here, that Ten of Pentacles. You've been wanting to secure this relationship. You've been wanting to feel more grounded. You've been wanting to take the next step, whatever that is, in your particular relationship. So you've had your eye on that Pentacle. And this Page of Pentacles, that is why you were feeling so worn out, because I think that's all you were doing is looking at it and it wasn't being offered. Well, this fresh start and new beginning there's a Ten of Pentacles on the same line. I think they're bringing in a Pentacle with them, some sort of hope for the future in this relationship. So under the Eight of Wands, all that communication, here you guys are. This is your relationship. Best friends, soulmates with love. You love each other. So what's the problem? It's the Pentacle. So that's the problem. So it's like when you're together, I mean, it's like you belong together. Two peas of a pod, you really still could be twin flames. It doesn't really matter. Twin flame relationships are tumultuous. 95% of them don't work out because there's such a struggle. But when they do, they're beautiful. That's the only reason people look for twin flame relationships. And it explains why so many fall apart, is because you butt heads a lot. But it looks to me like, regardless, if you're definitely soulmates and you're best friends, you talk about everything, and something, this is going to be talked about. I have the Ten of Swords here. Right under the Nine of Wands and next to the Two of Cups. This tells me that the pain and the suffering, whatever happened here, this feeling of being trapped without being able to move forward towards these pentacles, that's going to end. This is the end of pain and suffering. The end. There's no 11. So you're coming back together happily and joyfully. And this Three of Cups is right below the Page of Pentacles. There's going to be an understanding. You're coming to an agreement, like you're on the same page finally, and it's like, cheers. It's so happy to be back with you again in the happy place. So you're going to be back in the happy place with this loved one of yours. I'm going to take out another card. The Knight of Pentacles. It's like I was saying. that was the whole problem. This pentacle was not coming forward. You had your eye on it. Yeah, this relationship needed to move forward, and it was just kind of stuck, and you were feeling stuck, like it wasn't going anywheres. See this horse? I want to show you this again. It doesn't look like the horse is moving at all, just standing there. Well, it's moving. It has one foot barely in front of the other. It's the slowest energy in the deck. So no wonder that, it looks like there was a pause sort of in this relationship. And it's like you were feeling the pain from it, because you were feeling like they did not want to offer you anything, no security at all in this relationship. And there's a lot of love. And it's a beautiful friendship. Well, they finally come in. It's about this Ten of Pentacles. They do have a pentacle. And you are ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. And that's exactly what's going to happen with this Three of Cups. So, wow, Sagittarius, this is your reading. And thank you for watching Universal Guidance.